All right, as we come to our mat this morning, we are going to start on our back. And before we go there, I just want to say that our affirmation for today is, I am exactly where I am meant to be. So there is a yoga word called Santosha. It's a Sanskrit word. And it basically means inner satisfaction, self-contentment. So with those two thoughts together through your practice today, remember, if there is something that doesn't feel right, that a pose you can't get into, or an injury that doesn't allow you to get into it, anything that brings you a little bit of perhaps frustration or anxiousness, anything negative, just go back to those thoughts, go back to that word. I am happy, I am where I'm meant to be. And you're just going to focus on being content with where your practice takes you today. So with that in mind, we're going to lie down in Supta Baddha Konasana, a beautiful pose to start with. If you want to get a little bit more intensity to this first pose, you can use a brick by placing one horizontal and one vertical, only if you want to. It's not always comfortable for everyone, but as we come into this position, we're going to lay down on that top, on the long brick, and let our head just rest on the other. So you just have to make that little adjustment. And if that does not work for you, take the brick out. It does not matter. Let your back be flat on the floor. And then we're going to put the soles of our feet together and let the knees just go wide, our arms out wide. As we close our eyes, think of how your heart is way open here if you're on your brick. If you're on the floor, you're just in a still position to welcome yourself to your mat and to your morning practice. Sometimes it just takes a moment to adjust to get those bricks right. And then it's like, wow, I love this. So we're just going to be here through a few breaths. So just close your eyes. Feel your breath. We're going to start to lift ourselves away from the bricks if you're on them and remove them. Everyone will now make their way to the floor. Take the knees wide once again. And now let's take our right knee over to the left or left over to the right. It doesn't matter. Just take a nice easy twist. And then let those knees open up again and go the opposite way. Just easy twist. And then coming right back to neutral, bring the knees in towards you. Just reach right below the knees and just rock a little on that spine, a little back and forth. Perfect. Good. And from here, we're just going to take that right leg and push it all the way out to the floor. We're going to just lift the left leg up, sliding the hands behind the leg, bring it gently towards you without overstressing it. Just as soon as you feel that resistance, just leave it there. Maybe flex the foot, maybe point it, maybe flex it and point it. And then just rest and hold. And then sliding the arms out wide, point the toe, lower it towards the floor, hover, flex the foot, and lift it right back up. Point the toe, lower it to a hover, flex it, and just lift it back up. Point it, lower it to a hover, flex it and lift it back up, and point that toe and lower it, flex it and lift it right back up. Bend the knee, bring the right one in to meet it. And now send away the left and straighten out the right. Slide the hands up the back of the leg as you bring it in a little closer. Flex your foot and point it. And then just flex it and point it. Good. And then release the arms out wide. Point your toe as you lower it to a hover. Flex your foot and lift it back up. Point your toe and lower it to a hover. Flex your foot and lift it back up. Point your toe and lower it to a hover and lift it back up. And then just one more time, point it and lower it and flex it and bring it up. Keep it flexed as you bring the hand behind the knee and start to pull the knee down. Bring the left leg in, pull the knee down as you just flex those feet. A modified happy baby pose. And if you want to take full happy baby, let those hands glide up to the ankles or to the sides of your feet. And just hang out here a moment as you rock gently on that spine. Beautiful. Bringing the soles of the feet back together. Slowly release those feet back down to the mat. Circle the arms around out to the side and let the fingertips land behind your head as we lift and lower right here. So let's just lift and then lower and 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 lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Keep going. We are halfway there. Let's do 10 more. Just slow, controlled squeeze at the top, release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze, just firing up our core muscle group a little bit here. Lift it and lower it. And lift it and lower it. And lift it and lower it. Let's do 5 more. So here's 5. And here's 4. And here's 3. And here's 2. And then one more time and release it down all the way. Bring the knees together and bring them back in. Cross the right leg over the left and bring yourself to a seated pose. All the way up. Brits can be near you. All right, sitting upright and tall. Let's root our sitting bones down. Allow the shoulders to rise up. The head, back of the head is resting on that imaginary wall behind you. Good. Let's take a breath. Push the chest slightly forward. And then as you exhale, seated cat pose, just roll way back. Go again. Inhale, come up and press. Exhale, come tall and release behind into cat. One more time, coming forward. Rolling back. This time we're simply going to come forward and walk our hands in front of us, placing our forehead towards the floor. Our ears start to move between the arms. It feels good. Remember, self-contentment, inner satisfaction with who you are right here and right now. As you inhale, bring the arms up towards the sky. Just reach and then turn to the right and add a twist here. So inhale, get nice and tall. Exhale, a little nudge as you look over that back shoulder. And then bring that back arm up and around to the other knee. From here, let go of that left and take your twist the other way. Inhale, get really tall. And then exhale, just a little gentle press and look over that back shoulder. And then bring that arm all the way up and around to the other knee. And then release. Fall back on the sitting bones. Let the shins float up to a Navasana boat pose. Modified is with bent knees, straight legs. Hold on or let go. Rebending the knees. Slowly roll all the way onto the back. Extend the arms overhead, the legs out long. Let's roll up. So inhale, roll up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, slow going, roll back down and release. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, push forward. Inhale, roll back. And exhale, just let it all go. Inhale, peel off the floor. Exhale, just reach forward. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, chin to chest, roll back. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, roll back and let it go. How about we do one more time? So inhale, roll up. Exhale, reach forward. And then roll back. Circle the arms around and bring the knees back in towards you. Cross the left leg in front of the right and find your way back to seated pose. Hands on the knees as we get tall through the spine, and then exhale, seated cat. Inhale, come forward and give yourself a little push forward, and exhale, get tall and roll back. Again, inhale, come forward. Each time a little further, and this time come forward, and then just walk fingertips forward and bow down. Feels so good on the lower back. As we inhale, back it up and reach to the sky. Exhale, we'll go left first, so add that twist again. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, just look over that back shoulder. And then inhale, sweep the back arm to the opposite knee. Release that right into it, looking towards the right. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, give yourself that little press. Look over that back shoulder. And then bringing that back arm up and around to the other knee. Simply switch places, bring the hands back to center. Well done. Taking your feet, pull them underneath you, alternatively out to the side as we find our way into tabletop position. Good. All right, we did those seated cat and cows. Let's continue with proper cat and cow. So just dropping the belly with a big inhalation. Exhale, rolling the spine to the sky. Inhale, drop and lift. Roll the spine up. Inhale, drop and lift. And roll the spine up. And one more time, just drop and lift. And roll the spine up. Fantastic. Coming back to center. If you have a brick, reach for the brick and place it underneath that left hand. Just press into that brick. Take your left leg out behind you and the right arm out in front of you. As you inhale, just reach. Exhale, pull the elbow and knee towards each other. Inhale, press out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, press out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, press out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, press out. And pull it in. Let's go again. Reaching out, just squeezing in together. Reaching long, squeezing in. Just two more. Reaching long, squeezing in, and reaching long, and squeezing in. This time, reach nice and long. Bring the arm around to catch your foot behind you best you can. You see both hand and foot come back to center. And reach for your second brick if you have one. Once again, if you don't have one, that is absolutely fine. Go ahead and leave your bricks where they are as you come tall on your knees and bring your right foot forward. We're going to glide forward into a low lunge. We're going to just bring those bricks up a level, any level you wish, in order to keep your shoulders back and your chest forward. So play around with this. I find that if I pull the bricks a little closer into my body, I have more room to just press and let my chest be open and tall, looking straight ahead. Fantastic. And then from here, start to move the hips back. Keep the hands on the brick as you just pull the front leg straight. With your gaze towards your toes, just press your chin towards your leg. And then slowly begin to rebend that knee. And we're going to take our left brick and step it forward so it's right in line with your front foot. We're going to take our back toe, tuck it under, and bring our knee off the floor. Before we even go anywhere, feel the length of the body from the crown of your head to the heel behind you. Just push in opposing directions. Just add a twist here, just bringing the right arm up. Feel all that space for this twist. And then slowly bring it back down. I'm going to drop the back knee. Just find our way back into position and bring our knees together and our hands to the floor. This time our right hand will go on the brick. And then the right leg will go behind you and the left arm out in front. Feel the hips square to the floor. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow and knee together. Inhale, push. Exhale, contract in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull 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 in. Inhale, reach and pull in. Last time, reach and pull in. This time, reach, bring the hand around, and if you can catch your foot behind you, place your knee on the other leg to support it for a moment as you catch that foot. If you can't, be happy where you are. Feel with that little lifting of the brick, your body can turn a little more. Fantastic. And then let everything go and release. Go ahead and stack those bricks up a little higher. Come up on the knees and bring the left foot forward. We're going to glide into that nice low lunge. Remember, using these bricks allows your body to stay upright. If you do not have bricks, I think most of you do, but if you don't, alternatively, you can just place your hands on this thigh. Our goal here is to keep our chest up, facing forward. So move those bricks in a little closer, wherever it serves you the best. Close your eyes and just feel this pose. Feel that right hip flexor open, energizing. Your shoulders are soft. They're away from the ears. The pose has so much different meaning when we keep it open and long than when we're hunched over. Good. We're going to go ahead and begin to pull our hips back, straightening out the front leg. Keep your gaze forward towards your toes and just push your chin low. Today is a gentle and kind day for our practice. And then rebending that knee, come back forward, but bring the right brick right align with your foot. Tap the back toe, bring the knee off of the floor. And once again, before we even move to the next step, feel your heel press back and the crown of your head reach forward. Draw the belly in. Rather than let all that weight sit on that front leg, pull up. Good. Now begin to let go of that left as you take that really big twist. And then bringing the hand back down, go ahead and put the knee down. Just back those bricks up and away as you press back and bring your knees together. Bringing your hands down to the mat, go ahead and tuck the toes under and lift the knees up, find downward facing dog. And as we come into this down dog, take a moment to be very still. Find your breath, breathe in deep and long. Filling the rib cage, filling the abdominals. As you exhale, just feel the depth get a little bit deeper. Now lifting the heels high, bend the right knee and push the left heel down. Lift high on the balls of the feet. Bend the left knee and press the right heel down. And then coming all the way back up on the balls of the feet, press both heels towards the floor. And start to walk our feet forward. Walk our hands back to your feet. Bending the knees, bring the arms out like a butterfly. Your wings are out. Push and stand. Bring the arms over the head and the hands together. Glide the hands right to the heart. Well done. Feel free to stay right here or turn and face forward as we take balance pose. So let's take a tree pose. Right leg comes up. Left foot stays grounded. Take your time to find your pose. Remember, the opposing force is the pushing into your center line. The tailbone just pulling in and up, tucking it under. Rolling the shoulders up and back. Stay here and just feel it, or begin to bring the arms out wide and then up wide like a big Y. And just breathe. And we'll just float those hands right back down and release that foot right back to the mat. Walk it out. Beautiful. Other side. Take your time. Remember, we never, ever hurry through a balanced pose. So find the center line of your body. Bring everything towards it. Take a moment to really root down. Tuck the hips under, pull the shoulders back. And then just slowly let the arms come out wide. And then up into a big Y. Soft shoulders. You've got this. And then push those arms back down gently, or let them float is a better explanation. And then release your foot and go ahead and walk it out. Just find our chair pose. So have a seat right here. Bring the arms overhead and just sit and hold. As we are in our chair pose, spread the fingers nice and wide. Let's go ahead and pull our arms down like goalpost arms. Take a moment and just feel that sensation. And then try and keep that softness as you bring the arms back up. Slowly rise and step wide. And then bow all the way down. Good. From down here, make sure you put a brick. If you have two, maybe put one on each side. And then roll back up to stand. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bring them just halfway down, turning the right toe towards that right wall, kicking the left foot out. Let's lift through the center, get really tall, and then begin to reach for the wall. Keep reaching until there's no more room to reach. And finally, make your way down. Find that brick and place it in front or behind your foot and find a really big open triangle pose. With that added support, perhaps you can look up at that hand above you. Perfect. And then we'll take balance pose number 2. So bring the top hand down to the hip and take your eyes down to your front foot. Taking the brick with you, step forward, and once again, lift up. Bring the arm overhead. And once you are up, if you are comfortable, start to turn your gaze to look forward and flex your foot. You've got this. We're going to soften the front foot to touch down and step back into triangle. So pull the leg straight and we're going to revolve this triangle. So now the top hand comes down and changes places on the brick. Adjust it wherever you need to. Feel free to take that back foot and move it a little bit to square the hips, and then just pick up that other arm, your right arm comes up. Good, and bringing the hand back down, step back in place and open back up to triangle. If you only have one brick, you'll bring this brick with you. Actually, let's bring it with us, everyone. Just bring it with us. Bring it over the head, place it lengthwise. Feel the stretch, reach up, tip over to the right or left, it doesn't matter. We're going both directions, up to center and over to the other side. And then back to the center. Take it into that left hand and just put it down on the floor. Floating back up, let's turn that left foot towards the left wall and kick out that back heel. Feel the body lift through the center and then begin to glide forward until you just can't go anymore. That's it. Your back hip is pushing away from that front foot. And now let's find that triangle pose with a brick. Once again, make all these adjustments you need to if you don't have a brick. But I highly recommend always having bricks. They're just bring quite a bit of joy to the practice because it allows you to go places where you can't normally go. So look up, feel the space from hand to hand, draw the belly in. You've got this now. Perfect. Let's bring the top hand down to the hip and the eyes to look down towards your foot. As you soften the front knee, step forward with the brick in your back foot. And once again, to lift to half moon pose. Bringing the leg right up out of that hip, rotate it to face forward. Lift the top arm up. And if you're comfortable here, try and look forward. All right, start to soften. We're going to walk back and touch down. Come back to triangle. And now this top arm will come down and change places on the brick. So take that back foot, make any adjustments one needs to square the hips, find room to find your revolve triangle, lifting the back arm up. Beautiful. Find your way back to triangle, adjust as necessary. And then bring the brick with you as you stand back up. Bring it back over your head right here. Inhale, press into that brick and lift tall. Exhale, tip to one side. Inhale, rise back to the center and take it over to the other side. And then coming right back to the center, keep it in the right hand as you release. Turning that left heel away and the right heel back, bending the knee. Keep the shoulders over the hips for now. Just let that brick just hang out. In fact, let's place the brick on top of our thigh and move our forearm on it. Just go a little deeper. You've got this. Circle the back arm up and to the ear, holding right here. And then we're going to bring the arm back as you stand. Take the brick with you and take a peaceful warrior. Now we're going to bring the brick in front of our foot for a deep side angle pose right here. Knee is bent, arms are reaching up and down, pushing down. You've got it. Perfect. And then slowly bring the brick with you as you return to that peaceful warrior. Pull the legs straight, turn back to the front, both arms come overhead. Inhale, push into that brick as you reach up. Exhale, tip one way. Inhale, back to the center. Keep that core engaged by pressing the belly in, tip the other way. And then coming back to the center, turn the left toe, prepare for warrior pose, and drop the arm down. Let's go ahead and bring that brick right onto that thigh as we tip over to a deep side angle. Extended side angle, the arm is near the ear. Good. Now we'll come back up, connecting the brick into the palm. Just take a peaceful warrior. And this time we're going to take that brick inside of our foot, keeping the knee deep. Come up to a side angle with your arms up and down, just finding space, pushing, opening up. Fantastic. And then slowly, let's find our way back into peaceful warrior. Pull the legs straight, bring both arms to the front, and this time fold all the way down. Placing the brick right below you, place your palms on it, nice flat back. Feel the hips push back, the crown of the head pull forward, and the belly pull in. Fantastic. From here, we're going to start to just move our heels in and start to push our seat towards the floor, leaving the brick where it is. Walk up to your thighs and find your goddess pose, yoga squat. Keep moving those heels. You're ideally, if you have an imaginary line on that floor, your feet are lined up. It's tough. Don't expect to get all the way there, but do the best you can. Now, at the same time, our shoulders come back a little bit more, and using your hands, just push a little deeper. Beautiful. Circle the arms into goddess arms. So we hold right here. To inhale, just push all the way up, kicking the heels right back behind you. Bring the arms behind your back. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and pull the arms down. Exhale, bow forward, bringing the arms off your back towards the floor. Good. Then just soften, release the arms, bring them back down to the mat. Push that brick away. Start to walk the feet in, heel toe, and then bring the brick with you as you rise to stand. As we take chair pose one more time with the brick this time between those inner thighs. So long ways here. So go ahead and start to sit. Adjust as you need to. You do not want to press in just with the knees. That's why we have it long ways. We want all the side of your legs to be pushing to that beautiful center line of our body. Let's bring our arms up and just squeeze tight and just hold. Once again, goalpost arms to soften the shoulders. Let some space in there, and keeping that space, bring the arms back without extending super long. Now pull the heels off the floor and sit a little deeper. Hold right here. We're going to hold for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Put the heels down and slowly rise to stand and release the arms and release the brick. Placing it down, actually take it with you. Let's move to the front of our mat. So now we have a brick on both sides. We may or may not use them. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, simply bow forward. Inhale to a half fold, and exhale, place the hands down. Step the right foot back and the left foot back, plank pose. Hold your plank pose as we now bring our right knee towards our right elbow, and then the left, and then the right, and the left, and the right, and the left, and the right, and the left, and the right, and the left. Lifting the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, the right leg comes to the sky. Bending the knee, stack and open up the hips. Take a moment to feel it. And then slowly bring the knee back towards the floor, and then bring it forward and put it down. Open the gate to the left-hand side. Inhale, push to come up on the one knee and tip it over towards that long leg behind you. And then slowly come back down, hand to the mat, lift the leg up as you come into side table. And let's do that once more. So touch down with the leg, push and lift, revolve right here, reaching back behind you. And then coming back, as you touch down, lift the leg, find your side table balance, hold. Perfect. And then touching the toe to the floor, rotate back to the mat and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg comes up. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hip. Beautiful. And then inhale, turn the knee in, bring it forward and put it down. Slide the right leg out as you open the gate to the right-hand side. Fantastic. As you inhale, slowly push up and slide down that right leg. And then as we come back down, touch down, find balance in side table. And once more, touch the leg down, slowly push up and revolve. Or reverse, I should say. And then coming back up, reach to the mat, find your side table and balance. And then touch the toe down, turn back towards the mat and push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, drift to a plank pose, right knee to left elbow, and switch, and switch, and switch, 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 and switch, and switch. Push back to down dog and hold it right here. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, bend and open. Inhale, straighten it. This time, bring the foot forward. Simply push up and rise to high lunge. Got this. So seek your balance. Bring the hands behind the head with the fingers tips interlaced. Pull the elbows back. Your gaze is straight ahead. From here, take a breath. And then exhale, allow the hips to drop a little lower. Take a breath in. From here, push the back of your head into those fingertips and start to move your gaze upward. Changing the dynamics of the balance of this pose. And then take a breath and bring your gaze back to front. Push the arms out wide and rotate to the right-hand side. Bring the arms out back wide as though you have these little wings, and then turn to the left. Good. Spin the back heel, reach your hand to the mat, and take a super deep side angle pose. Without the brick, it's so much harder. Circle the arm down toward the mat as you rotate the heel around and stay in this lizard pose, deep and low. Yes. Feel free to peel the sole of your foot a little off of the floor to create some more space and just move those hips a little bit. Fantastic. And then slowly slide back all the way to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, bend and open. Inhale to straighten it, and we'll bring that left foot forward. Once again, take your time as you rise to a high lunge. Bring the arms up overhead and glide the fingertips behind the head. Interlacing those fingertips, take a moment to pull the elbows back. Breathe in Exhale, just push the hips deeper towards the floor. This time, take a breath in. And then exhale, start to push the back of the head into those fingertips. Let the eyes wander upwards. Bring your gaze back to front. Push the arms, push your wings out wide. Rotate towards that left-hand side. Open the wings wide. Continue to rotate the other way. And then open the wings back wide and bring the hands inside the front foot. And find that deep lizard pose. Oh, I forgot the deep side angle. Oh, well. I'm going to take that deep side angle in this order instead. So pull the hips back a little, spin the back heel, and lift the top arm up, the right arm up. There we go. Once again, if it just works better to grab a brick, you're just going to grab that brick. Now let's find that lizard. There we go. Spin the heel, drop the hips, peel the sole off the floor, foot off the floor if you wish. Just find a little movement here. It feels so good to move. Fantastic. And then lifting the hips up and back, slide back, downward facing dog. Inhale, heels come up. Exhale, knees go down. Inhale, press back to child's pose. Exhale, hold here. Inhale, rolling cat. So roll the spine up as you glide forward. And then unroll the spine as you drop into cobra right here. Bending the elbows, touch down to the floor. And then press back up and right back to child's pose. Do it again. Inhale, rolling up. Unrolling forward. Touching down. Pushing up and back. And one more time. Like a wave, just roll, unroll, touch down, and press up and press back right here and hold. One more breath. And let it go. Coming all the way back up. We're going to just bring our knees forward. We're going to find our way right back to a seated pose. Nice and easy here. Extending the legs out in front of you. Pushing the floor away, find an upright and tall posture. Pull the toes towards your kneecaps. Drop the shoulders towards the floor. Inhale, the arms now reach up. And exhale, bring your two fingers, pointer and second finger, and just grab at those toes. Inhale, send the heart forward. Exhale, pull the elbows out as you just bow your nose towards your knees, forehead towards your shins. And if you cannot reach here, you can grab at your ankles. You can bend your knees a little bit. Anything goes. Perfect. And then looking back ahead of you, we're going to try and take it one step further. So find your breath, make some room. And then exhale, change the position of your hands to the backs of the feet somehow. Or if you were on your shins, maybe down to your ankles, or if you were on your ankles, maybe now you can reach. Perfect. And then just releasing those hands, put them right by your side and slowly glide them along the way as you find your way right back onto your mat, on your back. Good. Circle the arms around and bring the knees in, lifting the head, the shoulders off of the floor, single leg extensions. Right knee stays in, left leg goes long. Take a breath, exhale, pull, pull, switch. 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 pull, pull, switch, pull, switch, and pull, switch, pull, and pull, and pull, and how about one more each way? Pull, and then bring the knees in, bring the head to the mat. Interlacing the fingers, slide the hands behind the head. As you inhale, just start to lift the head and shoulders off of the floor. Feel free to wrap the elbows around the side of your head, but only for direction, not to add a pull. As you inhale, roll the knees in towards your elbows. Exhale, extend long. Roll them in, extend long. So your knees are coming towards your elbows. You are not lifting the upper body, just the lower. Roll in, push away. Roll in, push away. Roll in, push away once more. And bring the knees in. Bring the head back to the mat. Lift the legs to the sky. You've got this. Single straight leg extensions this time. So this time, lift the head, the shoulders, reach for the right leg, lower the left to a hover, keeping the legs fully engaged, the core fully engaged. Breathe in, exhale, pull, then switch. 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 Pull, and pull, and pull, and pull. Last one, bring both legs back to center, lower your head back to the mat. Circle the arms around, interlace the fingers, and bring them back behind the head. Go ahead and lift up the head and shoulders. The elbows can wrap around your head once again. Once again, we're not going to move that upper body. We're going to just lower the right leg and bring it up. Lower the left leg and bring it up. We're going to lower both legs and bring them up. Listen to your body. Only halfway will do. Lower the right leg. You might find that you can lower one leg at a time almost to the floor, but two legs only halfway. That is fine. Listen to your lower back here. Feel free to bend your knees to lift them back up. Lower the right and lift it up. Lower the left slow and lift it up. Engage in the core, just really lower those legs, squeeze and lift them back up. One more time. Lower the right and lift it up. Lower the left and lift it up. Both legs lower down and then rise back up. Dropping the head back to the floor, bring your hands behind your knees and simply bend the knees. Rock on the spine. Let's go ahead and bring our feet to the floor. Turn our body to face forward. And support your head with your hand. Well done. Good. All right, let's go ahead and keep our knees bent today as we simply lift the top leg up and down right here. With the knees staying forward, just lift the whole side of the leg as though it's just one unit lifting and lowering. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. And let's change it up. Let's bring the knee forward, circle it up and back, forward, up and back, and forward, up and back, and forward, up and back, forward, up and back. For 5, for 4, for 3, and for 2, and then one more. Stay right here, extend the leg, out and then in, out and then in, out and then in, and out and then in, out and then in. 5 more. For 5, for 4, and for 3, and for 2. We're going to hold it out long. Bring the leg forward, but sweep the arm back behind you. And then switch places and reach. And sweep it across. And then reach. Sweep it across and then reach and sweep it across and then reach and sweep it across and then reach. We've got 5 more and reach and 4 and reach and 3 and reach, and then 1 more time and reach. Bring the knee back in, extend the lower leg. We're going to bring that top knee facing the sky, flex the lower, and just simply lift it and lower it. Feel free to just glide that leg up your inner leg. Good. Good. All right, next time, put the foot on top of the inner knee, just rest it like a gentle little table there, and both of them lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower. We got 2 more here, and release it down. Pulling the top knee in, bring yourself all the way up. Go ahead and just widen the stance and walk forward, taking a nice stretch for those inner thighs. And walking back, continue your journey to the other side of the mat. Bending the knees, roll back and turn to the front as we start here. All right, top knee only, just lift it out, straight up and down. So the whole leg comes up, but the knee stays facing forward. Good. Keep going. Just a couple more here. Good. Perfect. Now bring the knee up and down, and 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 up and down, up and down, and up and down. Lift it and lower it, and lift it and lower it, lift it and lower it, and then leave it up. Pull it in and take it long. Pull it in and take it long. Take it in and long, in and long. Good. We have 5 more. So feel it, pull in and then extend long. Pull in and then extend long. Pull in and then extend long. Pull in, then extend long, and pull in this time. Bring it forward as you sweep the arm back, and then reach the other way. Pull it forward and reach. So sweeping the arm across the body. Good. And we have 5 more. So let's take it to 5 and reach. 4 and reach. 3 and reach. And 1 more time and reach. Bringing it down, go ahead and extend the lower leg, top foot on the floor. Flex the foot as you take those inner thigh lifts and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, and lift and lower. Sliding that leg right up that inside leg. Good. And we have just 2 more right here. And let's add on by just placing the foot, gently resting it over the leg and lifting both together. We're 10, 9, 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and then 1 more. Well done. Pulling the knee in, just bring yourself all the way up and walk your legs wide as we take a nice forward walk again. Yes, you feel that on those inner thighs. Just bow and be comfortable where you are. We're going to take this stretch one step further, adding a side bend. So let's just take our right arm underneath the left, and then glide the right shoulder right over to the right thigh, and then sweeping the left arm back and around, bring it up towards the ears, just reach towards the foot. Try to avoid collapsing into this pose. So easy to do if you try and reach for that foot. So if you place your hand on the shoulder and push it back, you'll see the difference. And then collapse back towards the floor and walk back to center. And we're going to start by taking our left arm or the right arm underneath the left and bringing that left arm, the left arm underneath the right, bring the left leg over, left arm over the left leg, and reach up and over with that top arm. Once again, pay attention here, pull the shoulder back a little bit, and then reach, and then you'll feel the difference. We're just going to lift and collapse back in towards the floor and walk back to the center. And then bring yourself upright and tall. Let's go ahead and move ourselves back onto our mat. Reaching for a brick. Let's go ahead and bend our knees, make your way down. Lifting up your hips, slide the brick right underneath that sacrum. Roll your shoulders underneath you. Have your feet flat on the floor. Perfect. And we're just going to lift enough to turn the brick on its long side and rest there a moment. And we'll use this as a takeoff point to lift to full bridge. So using the feet to press down, allow the upper body to float up. Take the brick out from under you while you're here. And then soften the shoulders to come down, and the brick now will go in between the inner thighs. As we now feel the bridge from a different perspective. Slowly lift back up. Adjust, rolling the shoulders under, walking the feet in. And now that our dedication is to holding onto this brick, the pose feels different. This is what it's meant to feel like, that engagement of the inner thighs, of the core. Close your eyes and just feel it a moment. And then soften the shoulders, find your way back down to the mat. Remove the brick. Bring the knees in towards your shoulders. Lift the feet, find your version of happy baby. Bring the knees together. Take the left one to the floor and cross the right one over it. And then bring that left one back in. And then lowering the left one back, keep this leg crisscrossed as you just move your body over towards the left side, taking a twist here. Coming back to the center. Uncross the leg, place the left one over the right and bring the right one in. Place the right foot down and let the legs tip towards that right side. And then returning to center, release your feet. And let's end as we started in our Supta Baddha Konasana. Toes of the feet together. Spread your wings. Just breathe in. And breathe out. Then gliding the knees back together, walk the legs out long, bring the arms by your side as you move into your final pose, your Shavasana. So stay in this position a moment as you just reflect on how you feel. Slowly begin to create just a little movement. Bring the knees into your chest. And in time, move them off to the side. And make your way to easy pose. And as we come into easy pose, bring the hands to the heart and close your eyes. Breathe in through the nose. Open the back of the throat and let that air out slow, long. Let any tensions go with that exhale. So I wish you Santosha, inner satisfaction, self-contentment. Remember, you are exactly where you are meant to be. Namaste.